welcome to Monday's version of Take 5. It's been a few days since we met. I hope you had a really good Thanksgiving. I'm sure it was quiet, and COVID has certainly kept us from meeting in large family reunions and all of that, and for some, that's not so bad. Sorry, I'll leave it there. But we continue now. After a 4-day break, we continue to doing our Take 5 minutes or so, listening to Christ's and His words in Sermon on the Mount. And today's words are very, for lack of a better phrase, enigmatic. It's almost as if in the middle of Jesus' sermon and Sermon on the Mount, He takes on the role of Solomon. And He just throws out this pithy little proverb that... let's hear it and let's unwrap it just for a couple of minutes because we only take 5. Here it is. I'm in Matthew 7 and verse 6. You can read all kinds of commentaries and none of them have a clue, in a sense, where this fits in the context. Does it fit with what Jesus just said, what we covered on Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday? Is it going to fit in with what we're going to say the rest of this week? And many of them say, we don't know. It doesn't seem to fit. And like many of Solomon's proverbs, they just they get thrown out there with almost little context, but just make you think and say, okay, what's he saying here? Here it is. Jesus says, do not give dogs what is holy. Do not throw your pearls before pigs, lest they trample them underfoot and turn and attack you. Whoa. Out of nowhere. Don't give dogs what is holy. Don't throw your pearls before swine. You've heard that said. So what's he talking about? Well, historically, biblically, when you think of dogs, don't think of Cocker Spaniels and Golden Retrievers and your cute little Havanese pup. In the Jewish mindset, dogs were unclean. Dogs were not family pets, but something that were gauche, something that you didn't want to have around. Pigs, of course, the same way. Pigs were very unclean. You didn't eat pork if you were a Jew. And so these two animals, on the one hand, were considered rather contrary, not something you'd want to be around, and rather unclean. Then it took on a greater meaning, and in Jesus' day, often dogs and pigs were referred to as Gentiles, commonly. People who were not concerned about the things of Judaism or the things of the Lord. Perhaps what's going on here. Don't give what is holy to dogs. Don't throw your pearls before swine, lest they trample them underfoot and turn to attack you. What's he saying? What's holy and what are pearls? If dogs and pigs are those who want nothing to do with the things of the Lord, if they're the Gentiles in Jesus' context, then what's holy and what are pearls? We sort of get a sense of it a few chapters later. Jesus, in chapter 10 of the Gospel of Matthew, it says this: the 12 Jesus sent out and instructed them. He's sending them out in their missionary journey, sends them out, and here's what he says to them. Go nowhere among the Gentiles and enter no town of the Samaritans, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. When you go and take the gospel, don't go to the Gentiles. Really? Yeah, not yet. Their time had not yet come in that sense. Time would come, and that's the book of Acts and the last 2,000 years that the gospel had come to the Gentiles. But for a brief time, Jesus only wanted it to go to the Jews. In a sense, the Gentiles were not ready for it yet. I think that's what this means here. When you take what is holy, when you take the gospel or the things of Christ, don't take it to the people that aren't ready yet. Don't take it. Have the wisdom to know when you live out your Christian life, when you say the things of Christ, you are saying them in a manner that they won't be trampled on, that they won't be devoured. When you take the pearls of the gospel, when you take the precious things of the Christian life and the Christian principles, don't waste them on those who will trample them and not hear them at all. In other words, know when to speak and know when to be quiet. Sometimes to just speak out the truths of Christianity in a world, in a context that you don't know anything about, or that you know will only return back with hostility, that's not the wisest thing to do. Be careful what you do with the pearls of the gospel, with the pearls of the Christian life. Don't let them be trampled on. That's it for now. It's a lot. We'll pick it up tomorrow. See you on Tuesday.